Hey guys, it is Cackers, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I don't feel like has gotten enough attention. That's right, the Fnaf World Mobile port. It's fan-made, of course, because the original Fnaf World Mobile port for Update 1 just got cut and was removed a day after it was put up. So if anyone still has it, hit me up. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about how true it is to the original, some errors, and some things that the fan developer added in that wasn't in the original game. So first off, we're going to be talking about things that were kind of a game breaker in my opinion. Like, it made it less playable. That's what I'm trying to say. So, first off, you know how when you first start out at the game, right at Fazbear Hills, and after you defeat Animdude as the final boss, you go up to that one house up behind Dee Dee and Mendo, and then you come back out, talk to Fredbear, and he tells you the game broke and all that, and he opens up the Halloween area for you. That house is inaccessible in this port. Inaccessible. So the only way to get the Halloween characters is to go through the secret area in Fazbear Hills on your top left. So that's going to be fun for people who don't know what their way around Fnaf World yet. Another thing is, no matter how many times I beat the Chica's Rainbow boss in Guy Slayer, the trophy won't show up. It just won't go there. Like, I've beat the Rainbow boss dozens of times, closed the app off, reopened it, and the trophy's not there. And, if you guys know anything about me, like if any of my viewers know me in person, you probably know I'm a completionist. I like having things complete. I 100%ed Lego Indiana Jones on the DS. Yes, I am crazy. But, like, having a trophy missing that I worked for, like, over 5 times, it's kind of frustrating.
That's super frustrating.
Another thing I'd like to address that I personally think is one of the biggest game breakers for me is coffee is next to impossible to get because of the way that FNAF 57 Freddy in Space was created on this port. Because for FNAF 57 Freddy in Space, it's just a jump button and movement. There's no shoot button. And the way it shoots is as if you were playing the PC version, but holding down the shoot key. And spamming it is how I got coffee the first 2 times I, got coffee. And you can't do that on this version. And then another thing that kind of bugs me about this version is when it comes to Chica's Magic Rainbow and FNAF 57 Freddy in Space, you can't control how high you jump. You just jump the absolute highest that you can. So you just tap the jump button. There's no like tap or press and hold, you know? It just goes the highest you can. So yeah, those are some game breakers. And then there's the little things, you know, the little things that might bug someone who's normally used to FNAF World. But it can be looked past. It doesn't like make the game unplayable per se. So for the audio errors, underneath 1, 2, and 3, you know these sections, you know, where you go into a glitched object and you go deeper and deeper into the code, and how the music gets creepier as you go down. Well, looks like the fan developer of this port screwed up and somehow got all 3 of them to sound the exact same. That's right. The background sound for Underneath 1, 2, and 3 on the fan-made mobile port is all Underneath 1, which makes it lose its creepiness. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. Also, some of the attacks in the game, they don't sound right. Like, some of them get cut off, some of them don't play enough, like Jackal Bomb and Balloons 2. They don't do the repeated, like, popping or booming sound. It just does pop, 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 or like boom, boom. You know? Let me play a little clip. Yeah, and that Jackal Bomb sound sounds like you can make a sound out of it, like a sick beat.
What are you guys doing? We're making sick beats.
Another thing in the audio that I think was kind of messed up is that in Foxy Fighters, Souldozer, you can't hear his voice whatsoever. His voice is just not there. So yeah, that's a little odd. And also, for those of you who are familiar with the soundtrack, this might bug you as well when playing the mobile port of Fnaf World. The soundtrack that plays in the background of the game, it does play, but only plays a little snippet of it, and then it cuts off in the middle of the song. Like, it doesn't play the full thing. Let me show you a clip. Something else that might bug you guys, or it bugs me personally, is that in Pinwheel Circus, it plays the same theme as Fazbear Hills and Choppy's Woods. Let me play a clip. And then Guy Slayer and the Mysterious Minds play the same music as the Deep Metal Minds and Black Tomb Yard, which, again, doesn't make any sense. I love the Guy Slayer theme, I love the theme of the Mysterious Minds, and they're just not in there. So the absence kind of takes away from the experience. Next, we're going to be talking about visual issues. So, a lot of the enemies you face, bosses, you know, whether it be Chipper's Revenge, Security, or a couple of Tangles or some Jangles, they don't have character animations. They're just still images. Like, it takes away from the character. Moving on.
Moving along.
Some of the effects of certain areas were removed, like Fnaf 57 Freddy in Space, Foxy.exe, Real Funhouse, and Underneath 1, 2, and 3. The effects that they add to the screen were completely removed. Now it's completely flat. I'll show you some clips just so you guys can understand what I mean.
Listen to my voice, and you will find the key.
I mean, it's not that big of an issue because, I mean, we dealt with it in the FNAF demos where it didn't have the curvy perspective that the PC version did. Anyway, now we're going to be talking about the parts that were added by the developer. Yeah, that's right. Fredbear and Anim Dude both have fan-written dialogue. They don't have the original dialogue from Fnaf World. And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. I'll only show you one piece of Fredbear's dialogue, a bit of Anim Dude's dialogue, and dialogue from a clock ending. just to show you guys how dorky this person is. Pretty interesting, right? Okay, so what did we learn? It's a janky port, but it works. Like, if you don't care about getting coffee, and you've got some pretty good Chica's Magic Rainbow skills, then this port is actually a decent way to go for Fnaf World on the go. But yeah, it's a decent way to play Fnaf World on the go. So, there's not really much else to say here, other than, I think the chump stick was the funniest thing that was added. Alright, this has been Cackers. Stay crunchy, my friend.